Good morning. Today is day 71 on the CDT. I am just finishing packing up camp, and now I'm just going to make some carnation instant breakfast. So I'm going to have just a warm drink, and then I'll be heading on. I'm less than a mile from Chalk Creek Pass, which is right up that way. So I'm going to go over that and see how much snow is on the other side and continue on. In about 11.5 miles, there's going to be a junction for the Mirror Lake alternate. That's an official CDT alternate. It goes just a little bit of a different way. It doesn't really change much in terms of the amount of work you have to do or the amount of elevation, and it's also the same distance. So, but it just seems like it might be a little bit lower in places. So I'm going to go with that. Also, I'm planning to get to Mirror Lake Campground tonight. So that is about 16 to 18 miles. I'm not sure exactly, but that'll be enough for me to have a decently good day, but also taking it easy while I'm easing myself back onto the trail. And then the next couple days, I'll start getting into the 20s, snow permitting. We'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna have my instant breakfast, and then we will hit the trail. All right, finally heading out on trail, 6:45 a.m. First goal of the day is to climb over Chalk Creek Pass. It's about a 500-foot climb, and there'll be probably a lot of patches of snow like this getting up and over. All right, almost immediately, like less than a quarter mile in, I'm already starting to hit those snow patches we saw yesterday coming up to the pass. And I can definitely go around some of it on the rocks, but some other parts I can't. Either way, this snow is completely hard. It didn't feel like it got below freezing last night, but it's still super hard. So I'm putting on my micro spikes, my Cthulhu micro spikes. So those will help me walk on the snow without slipping and falling. This is almost to the top of Chalk Creek Pass, overlooking everything that I just hiked. Beautiful. Got a couple of marmots hanging on the rocks. There's I'm sorry. There's two of them. Little brown blobs. All right, I just left the lake. It's called Hancock Lake out there. So that right there is Chalk Creek Pass that I just popped off of. And now you can see by these signs, I just hit a road, which I don't know why, but it's got me pretty jazzed. Just a nice, dry, wide open forest road. It looks sweet. I just spent the last mile and a half walking down a really nice, dry, wide open, gentle forest road, which is awesome. And that brought me down to a trailhead. So apparently people go fishing up at Hancock Lake pretty commonly. So I ran into a couple and their dog, another guy hiking, and another couple camping. So there's people around, which is good for the moment, just helped me ease into being alone. But now I'm going to head this way. I turn off of the forest road and onto an old railroad grade. So this used to be a railroad, and now it's just a road. And I get to hike this, I believe, all the way up and over the next pass, or at least for the next 3 miles or so, about 2.8 miles. I'll be able to walk through this railroad grade. It's also called Alpine Tunnel Road, so I don't know if there's a tunnel. It wouldn't make sense if it's going up and over a pass, but we'll see. Oh yeah, this works just fine for me. Flat, dry, and perfectly graded at a really easy incline. Oh, yes. This is turning out to be such a great day. And look at the weather. See any clouds, anybody? See any clouds, anybody? No. Beautifully sunny. It's probably in the 50s right now. And it'll get up into the 60s today. Just perfect. How's that for an avalanche? Looks like it did some damage. This railroad grade has been very nice. I've only had to walk over snow a couple times. It looks like I have a lot more up ahead, but I'm just enjoying it now. Oh, it's beautiful. I am now leaving the railroad grade, so that gave me about 2.83 miles of really nice, easy trail, but now it's time to head up. And if you can tell from the footprints, that's like straight up the mountain on snow. So the spikes, micro spikes, are back on my shoes, and it's time to start climbing. I should have about 750 feet of elevation change to get to the highest point of the pass, and then I'll start making my way down to the Mirror Lake alternate. I'm about a little over a quarter mile away from the top of Hancock Pass, but I have this gorgeous view of Tunnel Lake right here, and then all the mountains in the background. And actually I can show you. So this morning I came from, let's see, you won't be able to see it, but a pass somewhere over here, and then behind these mountains that you're looking at, I went behind, and then you might be able to see this line in the trees that's coming up. You can see it better right here, snow line. That is the railroad grade, and then from there I had to go straight up this hill, and it's all through snow, and then I traversed through mostly snow all the way to here, and that took a bit of energy, but totally worth it for this. Oh my god. And here's the other side of Hancock Pass, looking pretty beautiful, but also pretty snowy, unfortunately. I got a bridge on this trail. That is very nice. Makes things much easier, more dry. I have summited both the passes, and now I'm coming down off of them. Looks like I have about a 700-foot drop until I hit the Mirror Lake alternate. So that'll be that. Probably, since I'm in the woods, there'll be lots of snow patches like the ones you're looking at now that I'll be walking over. But luckily, enough people have walked over them that all the post holes are already made, so I can just step in their holes, and it's not as tiring as it was weeks ago when I was trying it myself. Alright, I made it off of that hillside there, and now I'm down at the forest road that will take me all the way to Mirror Lake Campground over the next 6 miles or so. So I have walked about 11 miles so far, and I have hiked about, I think, 1,700 feet in elevation gain. So a lot of climbing so far, and I got a 1,000-foot climb coming up, going up this hill here. But for now, I'm gonna have some lunch. So I am gonna cook a Knorr pasta side. Let's see what we got here. 4 cheese pasta, and then for extra protein, I'm gonna throw in some bits of original beef jerky. So that'll be my lunch. And then I also have to take my second to last Giardia pill, antibiotic. I have 2 left, so today's my last day with it. It's a little bit breezy, so I'm using my solar panel as a wind block. That seems to work pretty well. My butt pad that I'm sitting on could also work as one, but I'd rather be sitting on it, to be honest. More importantly, I just ran out of water, so now I'm going to filter some from the water next door. And yes, I am going to filter it. I'm going to filter water for the rest of my damn life because of this Giardia experience. It was not fun. And I already kind of knew that coming into it, but I mean, it was just a tempting offer for one day to not filter my water, talking to people who hiked the other 2 trails, and they've done, you know, like 8,000 miles, and they've never filtered their water, and they're totally fine. And I thought, oh, what would one day hurt? Well, it hurt a lot, so I am filtering everything forever. Even my tap water, even bottled water from the store. So, I'm going to enjoy some lunch and then get this climb on. Alright, welcome to the summit of Tin Cup Pass. Elevation 12,154. I just hiked about 1,000 or 1,100 feet in elevation from lunch to get up here. That's the direction I'm headed next. Mirror Lake should be down there, where I'll be camping. And that's where I came from Not too bad with the snow, just a couple patches that I had to walk through and I did not post hole. But just look at that. It's not fair. It is unfair how beautiful it is. So that's that. I should be done climbing for the day, and I should have a gentle descent all along this forest road all the way down to the campground, Mirror Lake. Alright folks, welcome to Mirror Lake. I just have to get to the other side of it, over there, where all the people are fishing or doing whatever, and then somewhere in there I can camp. The problem is, the road is right there, and that is about thigh-deep water, and also the road is flooded from there all the way to there. So I gotta find my way around this puppy, or through it. Oh no. Well, I've reached this evening's destination, a toilet. No, I'm not sleeping in there, but I am sleeping next to it. And a camp spot probably down in there, because there's a little fire pit, it's a little flat spot, and it's right next to this bathroom, which is full of toilet paper and a nice sit-down pit toilet. So, I am going to take advantage of that tomorrow morning before I head out and head on this trail. Got my bug net on because the mosquitoes are getting pretty bad, but my campsite just turned into a freaking party. There's like dozens of people here. Mountain rescue. Apparently somebody rolled over their four-wheeler on a snowdrift and they're pretty injured, so there's a ambulance, mountain rescue, all kinds of stuff out here. Pretty interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but alright, so it looks like everyone just left. So apparently this dude flipped his four-wheeler, I think on a snowbank, and hit a tree instead of tumbling down the mountain, so that's pretty lucky. They thought he might be injured, so they called in mountain rescue. So mountain rescue came out here to answer the call, and then a group of dirt bikers who found this guy, or the ones that called mountain rescue, they came down back down the trail and said that, you know, someone on a four-wheeler's up there and they're going to bring him down. So there's just people everywhere, just dozens. And so they came down, he was okay, but then all of a sudden dirt bike guy who had left after because he had, you know, nothing else to talk about here, he comes back flying up the hill and he's like, a member of our party just got injured and she does need an ambulance and she's on the other side of this hill. And like, Jesus. So now they all like scurried off, hopped into their vehicles, and now they're on to a second call, a mountain rescue for the trail that I will be hiking tomorrow morning. So pretty interesting. Luckily the guy who flipped this thing is okay. Hopefully the girl who is requiring medical assistance gets the help she needs, and hopefully everybody works out pretty nice. But mountain rescue seems like some really nice people, and apparently in Colorado search and rescue is free, so that's good to know. And I guess hopefully everybody's gonna be all right. Let's see what we got for dinner this evening. Idahoan loaded baked mashed potatoes is the base. Adding in some protein, I got some Tyson white meat chicken, already fully cooked. Comes in a plastic bag, so it's relatively light as far as chicken goes. And chicken has so much energy that it's kind of worth carrying the extra weight. So I have that. I get these at Walmart. That's the only place I've been able to find them. And then throw in some extra stuff. I got some real bacon pieces to throw in there. And then also got some country gravy to make it into a true mashed potato bowl. So I'm going to have a mashed potato bowl with bacon, chicken, and gravy. Sounds pretty darn good right now. Alright everyone, I got everything figured out and done for the day. So dinner's done, teeth are brushed. Ooh, yeah, nice and white. Yes. And figured out everything else, so I should be good to go for bed. It is very warm right now. It's in maybe like the high 40s, which is really warm for my usual. So that's good.
So to end the day, I did 17 miles. Did a total of about 2,800 feet of elevation gain today. And then I am currently sitting at the Mirror Lake alternate mile number 6.1. So we'll be picking that up tomorrow, and I'm hoping to do about a 23 to 25 mile day. We'll just see how that goes. I'll address it tomorrow. For now, check out some of the awesome photos from today, and let me know what you guys think. That is the end of CDT Day 71.